Hello. Why can't most people see what you see when it comes to conspiracy? Well, if you're a conspiracy theorist, there's a good likelihood that you are an independent thinker and a person who asks questions. Now, as an individual, a person who asks questions and a conspiracy theorist, you've probably tried to explain what you know about various conspiracies, legitimate conspiracies, to other people. And no doubt it has driven you crazy that most people don't want to accept what you're saying. And you want to know why. Well, I'm going to tell you why. The people you are trying to convince are conformists. These people who drive you crazy are likewise driven crazy by you. You see, they are not individualists. They are not people who ask questions. And they feel very uncomfortable with people like you when you talk about something that is not mainstream. They feel more comfortable going along with the pack. They see security in the pack. They see security in conformity. In fact, for them, truth lies in conformity. They don't like standing out there by themselves. It's something that's built into their biology, and there's no changing it. Your success in convincing them is not a matter of presenting the correct arguments to them. There are no open sesame statements here. You can present logical arguments all day. You will never convince them. You won't convince them because you share an individualistic, seemingly minority viewpoint. And that's not going to wash with them. These conformists need to be told what to think. They need to be told by conventional wisdom, usually put out or endorsed by the government, what to think, even though they think they're not a bunch of puppets. And when you come at them with truth that is not commonly held, you are perceived as a threat to them. And so they will humor you and then dismiss you. And that's just the way it is. And that's the way it's always going to be. So when it comes to trying to convince them, I have one word of advice. Don't. It's a waste of your time and it's a waste of their time. They don't want to know. You know, in Nazi Germany, there was plenty of evidence that Hitler was killing the Jews. How could you miss it? One day, there was a synagogue down the street with lots of people attending. The next day, nobody was attending. The sad truth is that the majority of people in Nazi Germany did not want to know the truth. It wasn't hard for Hitler to convince the German people that the Jews were bad. And that's because people don't want to think. They don't want to get into the nitty-gritty and ferret out details. They just want someone to give them an easy solution in life. And that's what Hitler did. He gave them something easy to hang on to. Times were bad. There was a lot of inflation. And Hitler said, these are the people who caused it. And in a way, that's what the government did with the Kennedy assassination. They told the people that Oswald did it. And the people who don't like to think said, aha, that's the answer. I can shut my brain off now. Similarly, when the COVID-19 crisis hit, the government told us that the cause was a mutated virus that came out of a pangolin in a wet market in China. And that to beat the virus, all you had to do was mask up, stand 6 feet away from each other, and stay at home. And people bought it. They bought it because it was an easy solution. I had a colleague who couldn't wait to obey. She was telling people to socially distance within a day of the government's solution being announced. It's very difficult to compete with a simple solution. Consequently, it's a waste of time to present arguments to people who don't want to know. It's enough that you know. Out.